Hello and welcome to my channel. This is Lisa with Lisa's Faith and Budget Planning channel. I'm excited to be here today. I'm getting ready to do another budget video. Today we're going to be talking about sinking funds and debt tracker. And I'm going to be setting up my sinking funds for the month of September. I actually don't pay mine until the last paycheck of the month, which will be here on the 18th. I wanted to go ahead and fill it out with you guys. It just works easier because I have more available cash at the end of the month than I do at the beginning of the month. So that's where I put the money. And yeah, and then I'm just going to talk a little bit about where my debt's at right now, what my goals and plans are for October, November, December, and how we are going to be consumer debt free by December 31st, 2020. It's going to be the best part of the year. It's the only good thing happening this year. So yeah, I'm excited about that. Next week, I do have a video, my weekly check-in. I'll be filming it on the 13th, hopefully getting it up 13th or the 14th. So I'm not sure about that. So if I'm seeing a little lag on videos right now, it's back to school. My son started back to school on the 8th and I'm behind. I got one more chapter on my faith side of this channel where I do Healthy Me, Healthy Us review chapter by chapter, and I will be putting that out in the next day or so. But I've had to focus on my son. So if I seem out of order or a little bit behind, that's what's going on, because back to school and everything's crazy. So here we go. Let's go ahead and get into our sinking funds. Now what I'm going to do is show you that here, I'm going to bring in my sinking funds from August. And this is what I love about a planner that's disc. You can pop pages in and out, and that's okay. Don't think I'm going to crease this page, but I am going to fold it. And I'm also going to do what someone else suggested, because I couldn't see my writing and stuff or the numbers or something very well. So there we go. Just do that. I'm going to zoom in, and that's not something I do very often. So let me see if I can zoom in and make it closer. So it might look a little awkward. So hold on just one second. There we go. I pushed the right button. And so this is get my camera moved. There we go. All right, I'm fully on the screen there. So here we go, my sinking funds. I love sinking funds. I use my sinking funds for annual expenses mostly. Things like my Orkin for my termite contract every year. It's $2.99 a year. I save up $300 over the course of the year. Plus 4 times a year, I have an $88 charge for spraying and inspecting and cleaning, what they need to do. Dusting around the spider webs and stuff when they see cobwebs and stuff in the corners of the house, all that stuff. Orkin comes out and takes care of that. So between the two transactions, I just figure out what it is for the year, and then every month I put some away. Amazon Prime is what's happening in the month of September. So that is going to have a charge for it. I don't have charges very often. As you can see in my August budget, I had Orkin come out, and that was the only thing that was taken out, and I just put money in. All I have to do, because all this goes out into a savings account, and then when I know the charges is about to come, I transfer the money over, and we're done. It's as if it never happened in the checking account. So it's really cool. I love that. So I'm going to put my numbers kind of down here because, well, maybe I can set them side by side. My ending numbers for August are what my beginning numbers are going to be for my September. So I'm going to kind of have them side by side. I know it looks kind of funny. Hope you can see it well. Let me know in the comments below if you couldn't. But my Amazon Prime, I began with 90, added 30, ended with 120, which is perfect because it's $119 a year. And I began with 120, so it's like $1 over. But it's okay. Now this month, I'm only going to do $10 instead of 30 because I started filling this up, filling the deposits for Amazon Prime probably a few months into the year. So I had to do $30 several times until I got to $120. But now I'm just going to do $10 a month. And I'm taking out $119, which I've already transferred that from my checking account into, let's see if we can do it this way, or from my savings account into my checking account, and on the 13th is when it's supposed to automatically draft out. So there is that, which I believe math-wise leaves me $11. There we go. I haven't done this off to the side, so I haven't thought about it yet. And then I have Disney Plus. I ended with $40, as you can see here. And I'm going to add $10 to that. So we're in $40. Now Disney Plus, I think it's about $69.99 a year. I try to save up $70 to pay for it all at once, and I don't have to think about it again. So I don't have those small little transactions coming out all the time of my checking account. So I'm going to add $10 here. I'm going to make, and I'm not timed to take anything out yet, so that's going to make it $50. All right, Apple subscription. I have a Microsoft Office package for my Mac, and my Office subscription, you can see here, ended in $40 also. I do $10 a month for that for right now. So that's also $69.99 for, it allows me to have like Microsoft Office, Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and all those different things. But it transitions between my laptop to my iPad to my iPhone. I could do one in one thing and it will show up in the other. So that's what that is all about. And I really like it. Still lets me have my Apple products while still using something I'm familiar with that I grew up on with, especially the Excel and the, what's the other, Word. It doesn't make sense when I don't have those things. So that makes it $50. The next thing we have is Orkin. So I ended in 102 because I spent 88 of it. So I'm going to start with 102. And then I usually put in $55. And that's the combination of the contract as well as every 3 months having that $88, or every 4 months, that $88 coming out. I have them spray, I have them check things, make sure there's no creepy crawlies. I live near a water feature, so it's basically a retention pond, but you never know what's going to come out of that thing. So I think it's 157, if I did my math right, adding $55 to that. Heating and AC. So this is where I have a contract with a company that comes out and cleans and monitors and takes care of the heat and AC. They check it in the spring and fall. And so we ended our heat and AC at $80. It's about $200 and some a year. So I forgot the actual number. So I'm doing, how much a month? Let's see. I am doing $20 a month for that. So it's like $240 a year. And don't have anything going on right now. So that means $100 of this is right there. City of Chesapeake. So that's our car tax and property tax fee, whatever, car, vehicle, property tax fee. I don't know. Never experienced this before in Virginia, so I have no idea if other states do that. And if they do, let me know. Does your state have that too? But I put $52 away every month for that. Also, that's where I save a little bit of money for stormwater. We've just bought our first house, and this year we got a stormwater bill, so I kind of added it to the total. And what I did here for the City of Chesapeake for our vehicles, as the value of our vehicles go down, so does the tax needed for it. And so it gets less and less every year. But what I'm saving is based on the numbers I paid this year. So I know it's more than enough than what I need next year. And then if I want to apply the extra money to something else, I can, and take it out and just put it in fund money or whatever we need it for, or just put it in one of these other categories and not add more to the deposit, just add less and then have that money reallocated to the other deposits as far as the categories. So, I mean, it all goes in one savings account, so it's just kind of one place to make it easy on myself. Oh, so City of Chesapeake ended at $156. And I think I have over $600 I need to save for next year, so we'll see how that turns out. And if I guessed right on how much I needed for my vehicle tax and stormwater. So $156. I am putting away $52 a month for that category. Oops. And so that makes 8, 5, 5 is 10, 208. Oh, it must be painful to watch me do math in my head. Oh, anyway, so cell phone tech. I just started this one recently, and yeah, I recently paid off all 4 of our cell phones. It was over $2,200 in leases, and I'm like, I am not carrying this amount around everywhere we go. It's ridiculous. I'm not doing it. As Dave Ramsey says, if you're mad enough, you'll get it done. And I got it done. I got it paid off. I got rid of it. So that's no longer a debt I have to worry about. And I am so excited about that. So I started a sinking fund for cell phones, so I don't have to pay them again. I can pay cash. I think the next one we're saving up for is my husband, because he's the one with the oldest cell phone, and he'll probably need a new one. Probably by this time next year. So we'll have enough in the account to cover that. And then I'm going to add $100 every month to that, because cell phones are very expensive. Really nice ones with all the stuff is probably almost $1,000 right out the door. So yeah, that's crazy. Anyways, I'm not going to do the dividend right away. I will make a mark of the dividend, as far as I don't know how much is going in this month to be saved. So I'm just going to put the beginning amount as 23 cents. It's the bank account we're using is Navy Federal Credit Union, and being a credit union, you get a little bit of dividends, and that's kind of where that is in the savings and in the checking. So it's pennies, but it's better than nothing, I guess. So I added a couple categories here, and I don't have it on my August. So we are going to, I'm going to pull up my iPad here, because I forgot off the top of my head what we're doing. But the every dollar, I decided next year I want to not buy the monthly subscription. I'm going to pay for the annual subscription. So that's what I'm going to do there. Pull my Excel sheet up. And then this next one made me cry last night. Oh my gosh. I got to thinking, and my son is a junior in high school, and then I remembered how much money I spent with my other son who graduated in 2017 on his pictures, his class ring, his everything that he wanted. And I'm like, oh my goodness, this is insane. So I decided to make a sinking fund for my son's senior year next year after he finishes 11th grade this year. So before I do that, get into that, every dollar, now that I found my notes here, I'm doing $15. So I've already put in $15. Nope. Am I doing this first time? Yeah, this is my first time. Okay, so we have nothing saved, but I'm putting in $15 until June of next year, and that should cover what I need and for the new subscription. So that's just going to be $15. Alrighty, and then I'm going to start another sinking fund for another $100, because I remember specifically adding everything up, and it was $100. It was $1,100 when my son graduated in 2017. We're talking cap and gown. We're talking senior photos. We're talking yearbook. We're talking class ring. We're talking anything and everything senior related. Now, my kids don't do dances or anything like that, or proms. So that's not really included, but other functions, homecoming, and not the dance, but like the football games stuff, if they have football next year, things like that. Yeah, I'm just like, I can't believe he's going to be a senior next year. And a lot of that money I needed up front, when my older son did it, and more of it in the beginning of the year than the middle of the year. So I have to save up now to have everything ready before school starts next year, and then I can just pull from savings everything I need. So yeah, that's my sinking funds. This is all I do. I just need to put money away for specific things that are annual expenses mostly. I mean, and subscriptions. That's what I like to put here, and work from there. So yeah, I think this is pretty good. Let's total up as soon as I find my little calculator here. I'm gonna zoom. Let's see, no, I won't zoom just yet. There we go. Yeah, I can do it this way. So I'm gonna total these up, and then we'll see how much all this is going to be this month, because I had not looked at the numbers yet until just now. 208 and 200 plus 15 plus 100. All right, so that's going to be 891. I know you can't see this because it's at the bottom here. And then let's see. So I went ahead and wrote at the bottom here the 891 for the total. And then over here, I'm going to total up. The only thing coming out is the 119, the Amazon, and that's ready. So the first three of these are $30. I don't really need to add them separately. Plus 55, plus 20, plus 52, plus 100, plus 15, plus 100. All right, so I'm going to be doing 372 for the total deposit this month. Originally, I had planned and budgeted for 272, so that tells me I've done my numbers right because I added this $100 sinking fund for the senior year, but have not done that yet in my budget. So I'm going to go ahead and mark that on my calendar. I'm going to go ahead and total these up too for the beginning balance. 2 plus 80, 6, 100, 0.23. And then, so as you can see here, the 638.23 matched my August sinking funds, that balance forward. So I have that correct in here. I like redoing the math just in case I made an error and didn't realize it or something like that. So there's that. So I'm going to add up the totals here at the bottom and see if it adds up and the math happens correctly. So let's go ahead and do that. 63828 plus 372. Oops, not plus, but minus 119 equals 891. I haven't carried the change over, but these are erasable pens. So as soon as I know any dividends I'm going to add, and I'll find that out at the end of the month, then I'll erase the change and all will be right with the world. But the first part's right, the 291, which is what I actually deposited into the account, or what's left after making withdrawals. So yeah, these are my sinking funds. I mean, they're kind of simple. They're kind of, basic. I don't do car maintenance, mainly because I try to use my buffer more with the car maintenance. And right now there's not a lot of maintenance that needs to be going on with the car. We did get an oil change, and you'll see that we used our Amco credit card. Yes, we still use credit cards, but we pay them off, but we only use them extremely rare, and we have to have the cash to pay it off. So, and that is a discipline that's very hard, because every 5 minutes I'm like, well, I could just use a credit card and pay it later. And I am a procrastinator, so that's not a good thing for me. So these are my sinking funds. I'm going to flip over and we're going to talk about my debt. So here's my actual debt. And this month I laid it out a little bit different, just because school loans look different to everybody. And these are my actual school loans. I only owe this $5,000 and $5,054 and 63 cents. That is the total of loan A to G, and I just labeled them with the alphabet. It's one school loan as far as the total, but this is the breakdown of all the little different what do they call them? Subsidized and unsubsidized loans, federal loans, or whatever it was that I got. I have no idea what I signed up for, to be honest with you. I just signed it and used it. That's all I know. And that was the stupidest thing I could have ever done. So yeah, this is my debt tracker again. These are my Etsy store if you're interested in these trackers. Cheap, simple, beautiful. I love coming back and looking at them. I love this header that I chose for the month of September. Hopefully by this weekend, I will have picked out October. I'm going to try to do all 3 months, October, November, and December. And I'm going to try to have everything prepared and put up in my Etsy store for the rest of the year very, very soon. So look out for that. I'm so excited. I have some really great colors and some great options for fall. And I'm excited about fall. I don't know about you, but I am super excited about fall. So also I had a Sprint cell phone. I told you earlier that I had 4 Sprint leases on my phones, and I paid them off. Paid 3 off in August and 1 off in September. And this one was mine. I bought an iPhone 11 Max Pro because I film with it, I edit with it, I do a lot of stuff with it. And so I bought the nicer, more expensive one, but this was what was left on the lease. I only paid 1 lease payment and then paid it off. So, yeah, I love this little thing. I don't know if you can see her really well, but it just says, yay, I paid it off. I was so excited. It's a Planner Kate sticker. I have a sampler set. Let's see if I can find it real quick. But, it usually says Friday for like Friday, but I decided, here they are, to cut off the FRI for Friday, and I'll show you what it really looks like. Here's the sampler, and it's this one right here. I cut off the first part and just put yay, because I was so excited. I rarely use these Doodle Girls, but they're so cute, and they're by Planner Kate, and she has an Etsy store too. So check her out if you're looking for stickers and stuff. And I love stickers too. And there you go. It's just so cute. So I paid off my Sprint cell phone lease. And I'm excited because once I paid off my cell phone lease, excuse me, my amount went down. So I'm going to go back to full. So let's go to here we go. So my cell phone bill has dropped so much. There you go. I budgeted $230. It's usually about two, excuse me. I budgeted about $320 this month, knowing it was going to drop. It's usually like $327 or something like that. And look at this, $265.76. Now there's still some adjustments that have to be done, I think, as far as fees and all that. I think I have one more deduction, but I think this is what the final amount is going to be. So, and I don't know what October is going to look like, but this is what it is for September. So that is awesome. I dropped almost $55 just by paying off all my leases. Now I have protection plans for my phone, like insurances and stuff, and all 4 phones and things like that, because iPhones are not cheap. And so that adds to the bill. And so, the insurances are just a peace of mind to make sure you can take care of your phone. But I am so thrilled that we dropped at least $55 for the Sprint cell phone. And that's what the actual number is going to be. Let's see, I don't have anything else going on, I don't think. Like I said, next week we're going to do a weekly check-in. Oops, I have you zoomed in still. There we go. I'm going to do the weekly check-in next week for the 6th through the 12th. I've been taking notes, monthly notes. I had to write down last night. I need $1,200 for next September. And then I need $600 also for next August, or $6,000 and $6,000 for 2022. We're planning some trips. So this is like a vision goal of vacations and things we got to save for in the future. We're doing very good on, I'm not over budget on anything right now as far as my categories. Zoom in on those. So like my gas, we're good. The miscellaneous category, I'm doing pretty good. I got $100 for the next 7 days, I think that's left. Restaurants, we have $127 till next payday, which is really good. I still have plenty of grocery money, so we're doing well there. So yeah, I'm really excited about all this. Our budget is doing well. I'm making sure that I'm staying in with budget. I hope the zooming in and zooming out wasn't too confusing and it looks good on film. But I will be doing a paycheck 3 coming in on, see if I can find my calendar here. There we go. Yeah, paycheck 3 will be coming out somewhere around here, 16th or 17th of this upcoming week. Definitely going to have my weekly check-in, hopefully on Sunday. And yeah, those are things I am looking forward to. So I hope you liked this video. If you did like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more of my videos, please subscribe to my channel. And I hope you have an amazing and blessed day. Bye.